Now, you might have seen the likes of David Goggins on your YouTube shorts and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with the dude. I actually admire him a lot. He's a strong dude, tough motherfucker, right? But what I'm saying is, you do not need a David Goggins video to get in amazing shape. The reason men like me can stay in amazing shape year round is because they literally enjoy it. Now, I'm sure there's outliers where, they don't enjoy it and they're just, oh, I'm the David Goggins, discipline. I've got to ice bath. I've got to eat broccoli all day long and I've got to get to bed by 8 p.m., right? There's nothing wrong with that. If that's your lifestyle that you enjoy, go for it. But for the men that want to get in amazing shape, but they want to enjoy their life, they don't want to be at the helms of this, I've got to be disciplined, bro. I've got to be work ethic, blah, 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 like a robot. We don't want that, man. The men that achieve long-term success genuinely enjoy it. I call discipline a level of burnout. I think discipline has its place and it's very, very important. However, if we're relying on that for our sole source of fuel for our achieving our goals or becoming the man that we need to be, I think we're putting ourselves in a dangerous position, because eventually you're going to get sick and tired of using discipline because it's going to be so damn hard. I think the men with the best lives, the most enjoyable lives, and that genuinely love the process and enjoy the process, which is the most important part you'll come to understand as you go through life and achieving goals. The process is the whole point. You can say it's not, oh, that's just feminine. The process is the point, to enjoy the process. Now, this all sounds a bit abstract and a bit airy-fairy. So what do you mean by this? Well, let me explain, man. To get long-term results, you must enjoy the process. Now, am I saying it's going to be easy? No. Am I saying it's going to be challenging but enjoyable? Yes, if you use the right strategy. Now, for this example, we're just going to be using getting in amazing shape, right? There's 1,000,000 ways to get results. There's 10 ways to skin a cat, right? How are we going to skin this cat? Well, it's literally up to you. But as long as we understand principles, we can create our own methods. Now, what is a principle and what's a method? For example, the principle of fat loss would be a calorie deficit, energy expenditure. So you expend more energy than you consume. That is a golden principle, a time-tested principle that cannot err, it cannot fail. Now, a method, on the other hand, would be the keto diet, would be the vegan diet, would be my diet, would be intermittent fasting, would be blah, blah, blah. All these methods just make eating in a calorie deficit for certain people either more enjoyable or harder, right? If I had to do the keto diet and you said, Spencer, you can't eat potatoes, I'd be like, bruv, I don't want to be in shape then. I love my potatoes. I can't do this keto. So it would be hell on earth for me, right? Maybe I'd get used to it, but I wouldn't enjoy it, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So I could get in shape. It would cause me to use a lot of discipline that I would rather put towards other things like my, purpose and not my fitness. So what do? I follow the basic principles, which is a calorie deficit. So what I do is just intermittent fasting for the first 6 hours of the day, have my black coffee, it staves off hunger and makes me feel fucking amazing, right? Got one cup of Joe right here. And then I just, for my first meal, I have it strategically so it holds me over till dinner, right? So I have mainly protein and fats with a little bit of carbs. And the reason for this is not because it's some special tactic, right? But because when you have carbs, it makes you hungrier and you crave more carbs, you want more carbs. And when you have protein and fats with carbs, it slows down the rate in which your blood sugar spikes. And blood sugar literally causes you to raise in appetite. Meaning, the protein and fats kind of blunt the carbs to an extent, but I still get the carbs in my system, if that makes sense. And I've got nothing against carbs, right? As you hear, how many potatoes I eat. I eat around 1 kilo of potatoes, right? Every single night, because it fills me up. I absolutely enjoy them. And then I'll have eggs and chicken or beef, and that's it. Now, it's not because I'm some strict guy. How can you eat, there's not enough variety. I literally enjoy this. The same way you or your mates or your family enjoy beer or pizza or wine or candy or chocolate or cupcakes or muffins. The same way you enjoy those things is the exact same way I enjoy black coffee, chicken, beef, potatoes, eggs, olive oil, right? Now, it took me a while to get used to it, but I just love meat. I love to eat meat. Not like that, don't clip this, but you know what I mean. But it's essential that we understand the principles and then we can choose our own methods. Now, let's get into the... Obviously, you can't just lose fat and not have muscle or keep muscle. That's just silly. So what's the principle for building muscle then? Well, the number one principle, well, there's kind of two, but you need enough protein. So 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You can even go as low as 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight, assuming you've got enough carbs in and assuming you're in a caloric surplus because of the, the protein sparing effect when you eat a lot of carbs, but I digress. And progressive overload. This is a principle that cannot err, like I said. Enough protein and progressive overload, and you can build an amazing amount of muscle. Now, however you want to progressive overload is completely up to you. You can go 7 days a week if you like that. You can go 2 days a week. You can go 4 days a week. You can go 3 days a week like myself. Now, why do I go 3 days a week? Because I enjoy it. Once you've got the principle set up with the diet, once you've got the principle set up with the training, you can choose what diet you want that fits you the best. Then with the training, you can choose the training approach that fits your lifestyle and your preferences and your personality the best. And why wouldn't you? I'm going to break the effing matrix right now. Everyone talks about being hardworking. Everyone talks about work ethic. Why not choose the easiest path? Why not choose the lazy path to the best results? I know I'm kind of cracking the matrix right now because everyone's hustle culture. Everyone needs to be an alpha male that has a work ethic and run 100 miles before breakfast. I'm not saying anything like this is wrong, right? But what I'm saying is, why wouldn't you want to take the easy path? I take the easy path and I love it. And I get amazing results. And I don't stress myself out to the point I'm losing hairs. Another factor that will make or break your ability to get in great shape is convenience. It causes a lot of problems and it solves a lot of problems. Think about fast food, think about delivery options, right? That ruins people's physiques. I mean, just look around, man. How many people order Menulog or DoorDash or Uber Eats and they look like whales, right? Compared to the individual that's in great shape. Look, what does his fridge look like? I can guarantee he's got some Tupperware and he's got his meals prepped. I can guarantee it. And if he doesn't have that, he'll have certain maybe protein bars or he'll have certain foods that are go-tos. He might eat out for dinner every night, but he eats steak or he eats chicken or he eats, you get the idea. But convenience will make or break your results. And a lot of times it breaks results. Not for me, it used to. But since I started getting a little wiser, since I started to implement convenience into my whole strategy of getting lean and maintaining and building muscle, it's just been an absolute breeze. Whereas people will pull their hair out. Like, I'll hear people, they go, what am I going to eat today? What am I going to have to eat? And I'm like, how do you not know what you're going to have to eat? Like, do you not care? Do you not prepare food? Do you not have a general idea? Oh, I don't know what to eat. Like, fucking prepare. You need convenience, bruv. It's not good enough to just go through life just wandering with your eyes like, oh, what am I going to eat today? That's not good enough for me. Especially if you want easy results. This is kind of frowned upon. We shouldn't be talking about easy results, but it's the truth, man. I don't want to spend my whole life doing some crazy, unnecessary strategy to get lean. Like, I don't want to be eating broccoli all day. I don't want to be eating boring, tasteless, boiled chicken. I'd rather eat chicken with olive oil, with taco seasoning. I'd rather eat potatoes in olive oil, right? But anyway, bro, that's it for this one. Focus on principles so you can create your own methods that you genuinely like and genuinely enjoy. If you want coaching, the first link's in the description. Take care, bro.